Okay. Hi, my name is William Stewart and I'm on the Birkenbrack. After some studies have shown that overusing Chromebooks can be problematic to education and mental health, I interviewed some students and teachers. This video encapsulates, I guess, what they think and what some people I may think. All right.
Alright, hello, I'm Karma.
Hi, I'm Maddie.
Hi, I'm Keely.
Okay, so how dependent would you say Mill High School is on Chromebooks from a scale of 1 to 10?
Like an 8, maybe solid 8.
Yeah.
I do think it depends on the teacher, because some teachers hate Chromebooks and some people love them.
But that's true because they like to use them to like teach us, but in reality, I don't think it really
We're not
does.
learning.
Yeah, we're not learning anything.
Most teachers literally post videos on like Google Classroom or they'll post an assignment. But like I can't learn off a video, so
like the ed puzzles and stuff.
Yes.
They don't teach me anything.
I like
Yeah, they
ed
don't teach me
puzzles.
anything.
Do you think work could possibly be less engaging when it's on a Chromebook, like an Ed Puzzle, versus it actually being taught?
Yes. In an ed puzzle, you can always go back and rewatch the video, so a lot of students just like look on their phones like with the Chromebook open, and
Yeah.
they're not actually doing the work.
I think yes and no, because if the teacher uses it like correctly and does like the ed puzzle as a class and it's like teaching while doing the ed puzzle, maybe yes, but I don't think that posting an ed puzzle at student pace where we do it by ourselves is very, what's the word?
Engaging.
Yes.
It's not going to be engaging, probably because, like you said, like with everyone like being on their phones and everything, just not really caring. Then plus, I know with me, like I'll zone out while watching it because like
Same.
it can be interesting and then it can be boring at the same time. So I don't really know.
Right.
Do you think there are certain classes that could utilize Chromebooks more than others?
Yes.
And if so, what?
I think the only class realistically that should use Chromebooks more than others, or even Chromebooks at all, would be maybe a history class, maybe, and English, because English is morally, depending on how the teacher teaches and what the concept is, you have to think more for yourself instead of the teacher teaching everything to you. Like math would, like you're getting taught all of the formulas and the lessons. Like you can't learn that on a Chromebook.
I think that classes like art classes definitely could use Chromebooks. It's like being able to go back and see how things are folded or painted is definitely really helpful.
I would think for like your math and your science classes, because those have to be like more hands-on, just because there's a bunch of different like formulas and steps that go into it. Because if we don't get those like physically like handed to us by the teacher, then I don't think we're gonna fully understand what's going on.
Right. I agree.
Okay, thank you.
Alright. Hello, my name is Sophia Winbo, and I'm an early grad.
So is working on a Chromebook less engaging than doing actual work in class?
I'm gonna be honest, yes, because on a Chromebook, usually a lot of people play games on their Chromebooks, or they're watching YouTube, reading the news, and work is like not the priority. So I would say that Chromebooks are not as engaging as doing paperwork.
How dependent would you say Mill High School is on Chromebooks on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would say very dependent. Every day there's like issues with the Chromebook. People start getting mad at each other because we don't have the right amount of Chromebooks. So say like there would be one day where we didn't have Chromebooks at all, I feel like the majority of the school wouldn't be able to function.
How much of your learning, like percentage-wise, would you say, like ballpark, would be done on a Chromebook on the average day?
On an average day, I only use it for about 2 to 3 of my classes, so let's just say 2 to 3 hours as an estimate. But to be honest, I use a lot on my personal computer and my iPad just because Chromebooks, in my opinion, are slower and don't work as efficiently.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, I'm Heath Tatum, senior English teacher here at Louisville Mill High School, and here to talk about Chromebooks and technology.
So how much do you use Chromebooks in class and why?
Honestly, on a day-to-day basis, I don't use them very much. Personally, I feel like people stare at screens too much. And so it's actually a nice refresher, I think, for a lot of students to do more paper pencil stuff. I prefer grading that way. It just for me. I'm used to it, and it makes for a good transition. I think if students are out, come back in. But I do put agendas on Chromebooks, and whenever we type essays and stuff like that, we'll use the Chromebooks for that. But on a daily basis, it's more old school, paper, pencil, that's kind of how we roll, how I roll. So.
How dependent would you say Mel is on Chromebooks on a scale of 1 to 10?
1 to 10, I know at least in the English department, there's a lot of teachers who use them and have assignments done through, Google Classroom, things like that. So I would say maybe 7, 8-ish. I know, and especially, even since NTI, more teachers have really started to use them, on a regular basis. So I'd say probably 7 to 8 range.
And did you have a more favorable view of Chromebooks before the pandemic?
Honestly, I didn't have much of a view before the pandemic because it just, most of the things were still just kind of done, students' own devices, but a lot of teachers weren't using it as much, so it wasn't something that registered. But once everyone had one, you definitely see the benefits. There are plenty of benefits. Again, I think it's good, though, at least in my opinion, for students to have some screen-free time, and which is why I don't use them on a regular basis or on a daily basis. But, they have their benefits, definitely have their benefits, and students who miss can check my agenda and things like that. I put in Google Classroom, know exactly what we missed. I have links to everything. So it does make that easier. So.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Alrighty. All right. You good?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
My name is Abigail Creamer, and I am a Chrome dog.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how reliant would you say Mel is on Chromebooks?
9.
Would you say that this is a good thing or a bad thing?
I wouldn't say it's a bad thing. It's definitely difficult because everyone has different learning styles, and after COVID, we have become more reliant on it. But I wouldn't say it's completely bad.
Yeah, go ahead.
From the 2000s and up, we were, even in the 1990s, we were just slowly on an upward slope. And no matter what, like with all the things Apple's coming out with, it's just, COVID just sped it up.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. That was pretty